Hey guys, Shards here from Homebrew Farm Bar, and as the name ironically enough, since this is a war channel suggests, today is going to be a follow-up to those Goblin Knife farm videos. So, without further ado, we can pull out the comp here, and as you can see, this one is without Queen. Queen is down for the count. Don't want to jammer though, and this can work with or without King. And basically, you have a giant kill squad that, no pun intended, but like a giant squad that cuts out the pathing, takes down some splash, takes down some defenses. The goblins go right in. There's one heal for the giants, and then all the rest of the spells are for the goblins. Ignore the clan castle. You don't need anything from the clan castle, which I like. And then the last CC spell can be a poison, but it doesn't really matter. So let's hop into some replays. That one was not pretty. I don't know how I managed to mess that up, but okay. Here it is. So when you're goblin knifing, as I mentioned before, you want to always keep in mind the pathing of the goblins. So in this case, if I wanted to go for the dark elixir, which is here, my quote-unquote path I see would be like from these two storages to the town hall to the dark elixir. Sorry if you guys can hear that. So Wizards and King actually got quite a little bit more than I expected to. So they even took down the town hall. I think I spammed some wall breakers so I don't have to jump, so that saves me a spell, which is nice. But the Wizards actually take down the town hall, which actually makes my life harder because at this point, keeping in mind that goblins path for resources, which obviously they do, you can see that the pathing isn't that clear because, and I see that this gold mine will probably be the first thing that goblins go for, so I take that out. But then I didn't even realize that this pump and this gold mine would be problematic. So like at this point, I used a 3-finger drop, and one goes in, so I think it's all okay. But then I do a 3-finger drop from here. I realize it's summer strength, and then I move my fingers over, and it's going to that. And it's like, oh no! So only half my goblins went in, but you guys can see how strong goblins are. So I rage them, I heal them. I don't need the jump obviously because I wall broke in. And they actually melted everything pretty well, with the exception of that D drill. Okay. And then I'll show a few more. So this one, again, illustrates kind of like what not to do. You always want to be careful of giant bombs when you're goblin knifing because that's like the one thing that will take them down in Tunnel 9. Not even like wizard towers can most of the time, unless they're like 4 clumped together, in which case you do want to be a little more careful. So in this raid, I sent the king up there to snag these 2 dark elixir drills, which actually doesn't work out too well. So I have to send in some more goblins. And the pathing isn't that great either, so when you're goblin knifing, I just kind of YOLO'd this, which I probably shouldn't have done, because at this point, ooh, that expo, yeah, just in range. I used a few goblins and a heal to get that, since I didn't use the heal on the kill squad, so I decided to use the heal on the goblins getting that dark elixir. And then here, I was afraid of a giant bomb right above or right below the Tesla. So although pathing was good for the most part, I was kind of scared of a giant bomb. So I sent in like a pack of 30 or so goblins, which all get torn apart by that mortar, unfortunately. But turns out, on the bright side, there is no giant bomb. So like, if you want to take a risk, if I wanted to take a risk, I could have spammed all 80 in there. And then if there was a giant bomb, too bad. And if there wasn't, I would have gotten everything. But playing it safe, a lot of those goblins go over to there, which should have been taken out. So again, always want to keep in mind pathing, but a few more do get onto the D storage, but too many mortars, not enough spells, not enough goblins to get the job done. Oh well. And someone's going in live for a farm raid, so we don't need to watch that. Okay, and we're not going to watch this replay, but as an example, the loot up here in like Masters 1, Crystal 3 is great. I mean, look at this loot. So, just a really quick. And then, again here, look how many little troops I use. And then look at the payoff. So, here's one more. And this is really easy pathing, so you guys will see how easy it is. One other thing you can do is you can use a giant plus a few goblins to snipe down like the exposed DE drills. I do this all the time because most of the time the D is spread out, so you can't always get it at once. Sorry, okay, so you always want to tank the splash damage. Here I'm just sniping down these collectors. Alright, so you always want to tank the splash because splash is what goblins are weak to for the most part. Same thing with giant bombs. Giant bombs are like goblins' nemesis. Nothing else one-shots them except maybe Teslas, but Teslas again are not splash. So as you can see here, the mortar is failing, but it's trying to shoot the giant, while the goblins just go in there and without anything else shooting them except the cannon, which doesn't really deal that much, they were easily able to get the dark elixir. And then as you can see, 43 goblins here are easily going to be able to snag this because it was very easy pathing. Unfortunately, I kind of had like a king screw up here. So wizards down. And on the entry, you usually want to funnel your king in, not out. In this case, he went for the barracks, then for the hut. So on an entry, okay, but as you can see here, with the pathing so easy, I actually managed to get this done even with like a giant, no pun intended, slip up, as well as king. Because pathing is so easy, and goblins have about the damage per second of a wizard per housing space, and that does not include the double damage. So they're going to tear apart this. And even like with a heal kind of wearing out on them, it's only the jump affecting them. See, as you can see, they're all like mostly damaged. Since the pathing was so easy, they actually managed to get the dark elixir storage down relatively easily. And just pop king here because there's really no point in having him die without even getting the 50. And I'll show a fail here. Yeah, again, crazy loot. I mean, check this out. It was kind of a dead base. Then one more to highlight like what you should not do. Yeah, hit tunnel 10s. Keep in mind that level 8 wizard towers do not one-shot goblins. Level 8 mortars do. So it's really nasty to take those on. I figured I could. I did not see this mortar, and I kind of ignored this one. So I only saw the one mortar and thought I could actually do it. But turns out I couldn't. And I didn't even have my king, so. As you can see here, I kind of screw up the entry too. You always want to have a few wizards on the outside clearing this stuff so that all your wizards don't stray. So like this one wizard, he put in work. Just if I put in 2, I think I would have easily gotten that archer tower, but not quite. So at this point, everything is chaos. The giants are dying, the wizards are dying, everything is dying. But I figured that I still had like a decent chance of getting that dark elixir because pathing wasn't too bad. You had this elixir storage and then straight there. So when you're going up against a tunnel 10, make sure they have single infernos, which I failed to realize. I thought this one was single, so I took it on. Make sure there are single infernos, little or no giant bomb spots, and obviously level 7 mortars, level 8 wizard towers are ideal because otherwise your goblins are just going to get torn apart. So here I was only anticipating 1 mortar shooting them, so I just spam them in. But like, ooh, 2 mortars, brutal. So they barely get that down, and the multi just completely shreds them in the core, as well as that mortar. So yeah, not pretty. So moral of the story is go for town hall. Go for tunnel 9s unless you're very, very confident. And if you are, I'd still go for a tunnel 9. So we're actually gonna do a live one here. Ooh, first base looks good. The pathing is really easy on this base. I just need to make sure I double break and get the D. Those are gonna be my main concerns. Okay. Hound CC, terrifying. Okay. Tons of point defense. Jesus. That's so much. Okay. Hopefully that's enough to grab the dark. Jesus. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. God damn it. I just realized I need the wall. That's so annoying. Okay. I'll figure it out. The problem right now is I need to double break that. So I'm going to actually let King break in through the first wall, and then I'm going to wall break the second wall. The other problem is that this D, so. Come on, get it. Wizard. Come on. And it's dead. Oh well, good enough. Not my prettiest raid here. Okay, I need King to beat through this wall. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, brutal. Okay. Not sure I'm gonna get the D. Man, that's so annoying. Alright, what do I have in CC at? It's bad. Alright. See if we can get it. I think we can. It's just gonna be tricky. No. Man. Fail live. Ouch. I actually want them to take that out first. My god, the pups. Jeez. Alright, let's at least get this town hall. Man, that's brutal. So yeah, King did not break that. I didn't wall break properly, so as you can see, the CC was not pretty, and then I didn't wall break either, so kind of rip. Still got decent DE, I mean, it wasn't the best. So if you watch that again, I can see what I did wrong. So I invested too many wall breakers here. I mean, it was hard because like there was no other way to do it. Like I only used 3 wall breakers. This is why it's easier with Queen Walk, obviously. Oh well. Alright, so it's still probably better executed in my war raids, so. And then up here, I kind of realized like midway that I couldn't use the wall breakers there, or else I was screwed. Because I need to jump here, which means I need to double break this. So I used 3 giants, maybe 4 giants, and Wizzies to take care of that. And then here, I think it was decent. I just don't know how this. I think it was this expo, yeah. I should have dropped the wall breakers in sooner, and then the raid I think would have been a success. So like something so trivial as those wall breakers, failing to get that wall open, was the difference between a fail and a success, which really sucks. So yeah, Goblin Knife is not 100% foolproof, but plan it out. Make sure that you have a decent entry, little to no giant bomb risk, and little to no splash risk, and you should be fine. So, on that very happy note of failing a raid, if you guys did enjoy, please do drop a like. It boosts my ego, and that's about it. It does nothing else. If you guys want to sub, probably not for this kind of content, but like for war stuff, please do drop a sub. Helps me grow. I want to hit 150 or maybe even 200, but 200 is a little optimistic. But I do want to hit 200 sooner rather than later, hopefully, please. And I guess this will kind of be my new series, or maybe won't, who knows. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Shreds out.